The following is a presentation of the Broadband Universe, brought to you in part by Vitruvi, the end-to-end GIS-based construction management platform that connects asset owners, operators, general contractors, and subcontractors for unmatched project control and collaboration. Manage every aspect of your telecommunications or utility infrastructure construction program with Vitruvi. Build faster, reduce costs, improve quality. Book your demo today on vitruvisoftware.com to see how we can help you build at scale. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Broadband Universe podcast. I'm Craig Corbett, and it is a pleasure to welcome my guests today, Mr. Brian Vaughn, IT Manager with Forked Deer Electric Cooperative, and Adam Ross Hill, Partner Alliance Manager with GLDS. Gentlemen, welcome to the Broadband Universe.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So much to talk about here. And let's get started. First of all, for folks that don't know what is going on with Forked Deer Electric Cooperative in the world of broadband, the last 6 years, Brian, have been amazing, groundbreaking, if you will, going back to 2017 when the board of directors voted to add phone and internet service to the members there. Tell us what has happened in that time.
It's been a great journey. I'll tell you, it's been a challenging journey for a small electric cooperative the size of us, with 10,000 members and a small staff, and then morphing into creating this whole staff to support the broadband and phone pieces from pretty much greenfield construction and greenfield employees, if you'd say. So we've learned a lot in this whole thing, and picking partners has been a huge part of this on the front end, and making those strategic moves have really provided our success on the end of the project for where we are now, where we're completely deployed to every member in our utility, or we provided service to capability for them at every member. So we've at this point in time, we're a little over about a 55% take rate as to our customer base.
Wow.
And
that's awesome.
Which we're very proud of. Done a lot of great strategic moves, making good. I think we've made a lot of great decisions. Of course, that's all comes with having great employees and a great team to make these things happen. And we've all kind of put it in our mind as how we want to be treated as a broadband customer. So when we put that into perspective and make those decisions in that area, we seem to make really good decisions. And I'm real proud of our first NPS score of a 97, which is unheard of in lots of places. But I was really blown away, and really just kind of paid tribute to everything we've done.
Brian, that is so exciting. One of the things that you mentioned, and that absolutely congratulations. One of the things that you mentioned just a moment ago, Brian, was so key, and you talked about the importance of picking the right partners, and that's a great segue into talking about GLDS. And Adam, I know that it's been exciting for you and the team at GLDS to be a part of what's going on at Forked Deer. Talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. GLDS, we're a broadband management system company, customer management, billing, automated provisioning system that really plays a central role in Brian's network operations as well as service delivery. And I think it's easy to say that we get really joyful and happy when we see the success of our operators on the other side, where they're able to use our solutions for a full deployment of a network in a very fast time frame. And it's really about that user experience for the broadband operator on the other side, and GLDS provides software and solutions to help empower operators to deliver that and make that promise easy with a minimal team in some cases.
Talk about the process of evaluating what the needs are, because it's never going to be a cookie-cutter situation from relationship to relationship, provider to provider. How does that work with GLDS?
Well, we are a products company that builds different product integrations to different partners on the broadband service delivery space. So we partner with companies like Calix, and we partner with companies like Momentum and various different video companies along the way that provide a product on the back end for voice delivery or data services delivery. And every project is unique in the sense that we have to work with our partners on the operator side, understand the partners they're working with, and then of course it's up to an operator like Brian to say this looks like a good fit. And we have a real long track record reference of delivering on broadband projects since our software inception and automation. And it's really quite exceptional to allow an operator and say, here's a list of a bunch of pre-integrated partners that we have, as they're going through and making a selection process. And Brian could probably share what that journey was like from their side.
Without question, that was going to be the question to you, Brian. What was it like knowing that you were new to the world of broadband, but having someone like GLDS and their team to be a part of that process for you?
Tell you, it was really an easy decision for us. We did evaluate other companies on the front end, but I will say choosing GLDS was one of our first moves that we made, strategic, because of their integrations that they already had built, and them specializing in internet delivery or billing software. That was key, because we struggle, and we've seen lots of other utilities struggle moving from one billing platform to another billing platform because it doesn't meet their need. And we're so glad we made the decision to go with GLDS, not trying to make this a whole GLDS plug, but really it has been an excellent decision for us. And their tight integration and working with the third-party vendors and their willingness to work with third-party vendors is huge.
Yeah.
So many other companies that we looked at, they want to house everything all under one house and not specialize on something. And that's been the real benefit that we see working with GLDS, is they specialize on our needs for this project.
That's awesome. And that's, again, another great segue, Adam, with respect to what GLDS brings to the table with respect to their pre-integrated network, the partner network. Talk about the importance of that.
The partner network is huge to GLDS. There's, as Brian mentioned, we do what we're good at, and that's broadband billing, workforce management, and automation solutions that, in a purpose-built way, with purpose-built equipment, to deliver in the most useful manner for most of the operators in our space. What that really boils down to is that we build solutions that work for all operators, all use cases. We solicit the feedback from our customers and build that into our roadmap. And that shapes our product to allow us to be good at what we're doing and allows our partners to be good at what they're doing. So when we're building APIs for use cases with experience gateways, we're building APIs that have a very specific use case with the ability to be plugged in from various different partners for the solutions that they have, with either contact center, service delivery, element management, API provisioning, as well as kiosk payment systems and things like that, that are all important to be able to take the life cycle of a customer from turning it on, scheduling a dispatch out, as well as doing the service delivery. You might have 3 or 4 different partners with access technologies, or 3 different kinds of access technologies in a partner network. And that really is where we specialize our ability to deliver those services with a partner, with the automations and the broad hub and supercontroller products.
Something that you just touched on, I think, is so vital, because in this conversation, it all comes down to the customer experience and how they are able to be served, and streamlining that process, that experience for the provider to make sure that they're giving the best possible experience to the end user is key. Talk about the challenges that obviously are there to streamline that experience. Adam, we'll talk to you first on that.
It really requires sequencing commands in a specific order. When you're turning on or off, and if you think about an access network and a whole operator network, from your core route to the fiber hut to the multiple services taps that you might either have in the pole or in your cabinet, you really have to think about how that connects together and glues together to turn that on. From an experience point of view, we turn on the ONU for the data service delivery services. In Brian's case, they use I think you partner with Calix for your intelligent access platform, as well as their wireless product with Calix Support Cloud. So we turn on both the ONU through SMX with our API integration from Supercontroller, and we send real-time commands also to Support Cloud to sequence out the customer support elements that are required for Brian's team to be able to effectively operationalize in real time. So it's really important from not only the operator's point of view, as well as the subscriber's point of view, that we sequence the commands in the appropriate order to do that service delivery.
And then, Brian, from your perspective, talk about the importance of having that capacity to increase the benefit to the customer.
Yeah, that's that's been really huge for us because our whole journey on this is to provide excellent support to our customers, give them this white glove service, because you got to think we're delivering internet to a lot of customers that never had access to internet before. So we want this to be the best experience that they can have, from sign up process all the way to us delivering to their house. So us creating this transparent layer for our members, not steering them off the path, but keeping them on the path to what we're doing and communicating that to them, has been huge. So our whole sign up process, and we've done 90, I would say 9, I don't have the exact number, but it's over 90% of our customers that have signed up have all signed up through GLDS's My Broadband Market product, which brought all that into our customer database from the sign up process without us having to have a single person talk to that customer. So we've all done that from our web page to the sign up process, bringing them into that. And then we've got good data at that point. So we've got their contact information. We've got all that information into there that we don't have to worry about a CSR or someone mistyping or anything, or collecting the wrong information. If it's wrong information, that customer gave it to us that way. So that's huge for us on the beginning. So that was a huge time saver, and taking another possible role or staff member that had to collect all that data out of the picture. So that was a huge cost benefit for us. Then as we go through the sign up process to the install date, we're transparent. We're telling that customer when we're coming, when the installers are going to be there. All that's notification to the customer through GLDS's WindForce Tech platform, which puts everything to the customer, knows exactly what's going on, what technician is coming, all of these things, which is huge for a small internet provider like us to have the appearance of a huge internet provider with tons of money, which we do not have.
You're watching the Broadband Universe podcast, brought to you by Lit Communities. Light up your community. You deserve better internet. By Vetro Fiber Map, radically simpler fiber management. And by Vitruvi, build faster, reduce costs, improve quality. My guest today, Brian Vaughn, IT Manager with Forked Deer Electric Cooperative, and Adam Ross Hill, Partner Alliance Manager with GLDS. And gentlemen, so much excitement of what's been done there with Forked Deer Connect. Brian, you were sharing about so much of what GLDS and their capabilities are doing to streamline the day-to-day operations there at Forked Deer. I'm curious, how far along in the build are you now as far as the anticipated footprint for that effort?
We are 100% deployed at this point. So we've built to every member in our cooperative.
Awesome.
They have access to the same quality of service at the farthest point of our network as they do to the closest point of our network. Offer the same packages, same services to everyone. So
that is exciting. And Adam, I know from your perspective, it has been very rewarding to see the progress that's been made with Brian and his team. Talk about that.
We share in our partner's success and in our family member's success, and we really do look at every operator that we bring on as a family member. We help solve problems together as a team. We try to offer solutions. We really follow the Home Depot model You can do it. We can help when we come to our software. Their software is integrated and designed to work with 80 plus different partner solutions. And to see our customers make use of it successfully, it's really invigorating for the GLDS team as a whole, to see projects like this kick off. And then they can share their experience with other operators of where they saw return on investment on time, where they saw ease of solutions, and of course challenges, right? And how they overcome them, because realistically, a lot of this industry is solving complex problems, and we build a community together that allows that through the partner network as well as the GLDS customer family network to be able to help solve those problems, because Brian might be doing it differently than whatever other customers. And we share,
And what? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, we try and share those solutions together as a team, especially when we're in non-competitive areas.
And I was going to say we probably ought to go ahead and just talk about the ultimate sharing opportunity with regard to the members of the GLDS family coming up in just a couple of months, May the 8th through the 11th, out near San Diego, the Westin Carlsbad Resort and Spa, BAM 23, the Broad Hub Annual Meetup. And for anyone that's ever been a part of this, you talk about a learning opportunity. Tell us what goes on every year at BAM.
Well, it's not a trade show. It's not an expo. It is a week-long, intimate customer workshop where we both spend 8 hours in a classroom together during the day, sharing stories from operators and different panels about what was successful in their networks. We share the new features and roadmaps that we have built through BroadHub, Supercontroller, and all the different GLDS products. We share about the different partner integrations that have happened through the last year. Brian and team brought a vendor that they had for the IVR integration that was able to integrate to our experience suites is really quick and deliver that and turn that on. But we really overview from start to finish. We start our day and we end our day with play. Right, so we spend a lot of time doing activities at night and in the evening, eating together, and really just building a community. Right, we're trying to build a community of network operators that help each other out with our solutions that they use every day in their networks. So that's the goal, and still lots of time to register. Operators from all over the world come, and from in May, we're looking forward to hosting it in Carlsbad, California.
That is awesome. And Brian, from your perspective, what's it like knowing that you have the experiences of so many other parts of the GLDS family to call on with regard to knowing what not to do, what to do going forward?
You hit a high point there, and that's one thing that's really Adam drove it home with the family comment, because joining GLDS as a partner for us has really just been an extension of our family, because sharing ideas, sharing platforms, bringing other, we may have a question and they may send us to another provider like us to give us connected. So that connecting and at BAM, connecting with those other providers for the solutions, just like any conference, you're going to learn more from the people that are attending a lot of times than you do the person putting on the conference. But now I will say GLDS is definitely a learning platform in that 8 hours. It's packed, but we do have a lot of fun. The both times I've been to the BAM conference, it's been excellent.
That is awesome. And guys, it is refreshing to see an example of a success story where an organization has decided to enter the world of broadband to serve their community with great success. And Adam, I know it is rewarding for you to see this as well. Talk about that.
I've had these conversations with Brian. The economic impact that an operator like Forked Deer makes in rural America really resonates with my own personal growth story, where I came from a rural part of Ontario, Canada, that was building up broadband in 2006. But every single time that there's an operator like Brian that uses our software and solutions to invest in their members' internet connectivity, the internet connectivity that's delivered to those members has a yielding economic benefit for both the ability for them to work from home, participate in digital community in schools online. Brian could probably speak to some of the firsthand examples that they've seen within their community for what that's done for their members.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian.
Yeah,
Do you on that?
definitely. I mean, it's really touching when you go to a member's house and deliver internet service to them, and they end up crying before they leave because they've never been able to do what they're doing now. Been
Yeah.
struggling for years with no access, and now it's just really touching to give back to the community, uh, that we live in. And Forkadoo is really proud to be able to
Truly,
do that for our members.
truly transformative. And you talk about life changing. That is it, guys. We begin to wrap up the conversation, and it has been great. We'll ask you to bring out your respective crystal balls and look into the future, Brian, with your system there and the growth that has already been made. What do you see 5, 10 years down the road?
Well, I wish we had a little bit better insight into that crystal ball. I'll be honest with you to know what's coming, but I tell you, it's been a rapid process for us on the beginning. So as we're hoping to kind of catch up, if you will, from the rush of delivering these services and tidy up things, get our documentation in order and other things just to kind of get comfortable with being a broadband service provider, if that's even a possibility, with all the changes that come down. But we're also looking at how we can help neighboring communities. If we can deliver this and help neighboring communities that can't get this. In Tennessee, we're kind of held up by legislation right now where we can't go as a cooperative outside of our electric footprint. So, and we feel the need to help our neighboring communities, but we're kind of held back by that right now. So, there's some adventure and looking into how we can overcome that and help our whole community.
And we will hope that changes for the
Yes.
better in the near future. Absolutely. And Adam, to you, the crystal ball, with not only GLDS as a whole, but the relationship with providers just like Brian and the folks at Forked Deer Electric.
Oh man, I'm going to date myself. The broadband, when I got in 2006 in the broadband industry, I really wanted to be part of building and connecting different people to the internet through the world. That was kind of what I wanted to do. I started climbing poles. So much has changed in such a short time frame since that. It seems like a long time, but it's a short amount of time. But what we've seen in the last few years is that differentiation for the customer experience is going to continue to drive what both the broadband customer wants as well as what the operator needs to do to be able to be successful. So GLDS is going to continue to bring solutions to market to increase that customer satisfaction. Maybe someday Brian will get a 10 for his NPS score instead of a 9. But I continue to see more tight integrations to make the service delivery easy for operators and really make that experience awesome for a customer. The worst thing that you can have from an operation point of view is all your different subsystems not aligned and have to go in and swivel and data entry into other pieces. So I continue to see a tighter coupling of those systems and subsystems and building upon a legacy of what GLDS has been able to deliver for operators like Brian.
Awesome. Well, we
That's
appreciate
a
hearing
great
that
point Adam brought out on that.
message.
So,
Uh,
yeah, that
yeah.
a big challenge for us is going to be keeping that 9 score, and that's a big challenge. We've got our first score now. Can we maintain that score? So that's that, along with moving the technology from GPON to XGS PON to whatever comes next. It's always going to be a challenge in the broadband business. I could see that for sure in the crystal ball.
Well, Brian, hats off to you and the team there at Forked Deer Electric Cooperative. Congratulations on a phenomenal start over the last 5, 6 years and what is being done in service to your community. And thanks for sharing that story with us
Thanks for
today.
having me.
Absolutely. Adam, thank you for sharing that message from GLDS.
Well, it's our customers like Brian that really make our message. So we just take joy in building software for customers like that are able to use it and change their communities.
Absolutely. And on behalf of Brian and Adam, I'm Craig. Thanks for letting us be a part of your day. We'll see you next time right here on the Broadband Universe. So long, everyone.